Well, a little bit later than I really planned. Well. It's fine. My throw should be clearer now, which is good. Now, one thing that I've noticed is as soon as you want to do anything, the opposite seems to happen. In something trying to make you not do it. As soon as I'm here, like, okay, put everything down, stop doing everything else, start playing this now. That's when people decide that they want to say something. Fine, anyway. At worst, I can just ignore them for a while. Well, not quite ignore. Yeah. Boop. Oh, that is very, very slow regeneration. I have 30 coins. Sure. I understand that like, Eclipse is hard, but considering the main reason I die personally in this game early on is just because of a lack of healing. You just don't regenerate fast enough. I'm sure that this will go well. Well, I have enough. Got nothing. I would like that. I would also like you. Time to die. I know that there's a chest over here, so that's what I'll go for. There it is. I think this is... yeah, it's the one I saw. Crowbar, sure. Do I bother trying? Get up to 23. Or I could save up for... thingy drone. Be an elite, please. It's not. I see the teleport already anyway, and oh, that's a pretty easy place to get to. There is a barrel. So... maybe I'll go for that next, actually. Yeah, sure. Hopefully. Yes, something healing related. Good. Good. And elites. Even better. I genuinely didn't actually notice that the enemies were moving faster. Ooh, beads. Yes. Ooh. I want both. I would definitely like both. Give. Take the bleeds. Take the crits. And then move on. Give a massive leech right now seems like a very good idea while I need to maintain a form of healing. I have a healing drone as well now, but I would rather... I'd rather not quite yet drop the leech. It depends what's in here. Oh, yeah, no. go. Thank you. And again. Actually, given everything, that is a pretty good starter. And then from this, upwards to here. I fell down. Whee! What do I get? Ooh, more crits. That's the one I already opened, isn't it? Over there. I think so, if I even saw a chest. Or I saw something I thought was a chest and it just happened to line up. I don't know. It really just depends. I may or may not have just cancelled my right click by accident. Not the other one. Yeah, I know what I mean. Also, I'm going to put on the blue light glasses because I might as well. Perfect. I don't want to... Turret. Ooh, good, another chest. Because this many items after... Even better. This many items going into stage 2, possibly even Void Fields, would be very nice. Though, Void Fields is going to be very, very risky if I do. Now, Supermassive Leech is a portion. Oh, ooh, perfect. Up there, though. Death to you. Yeah, no. And considering what the boss is, I should be able to just bleed it to death and it'll be fine. And then just go around and jump straight down. I'm hoping for a yeah, I would be hoping for a thingy. Titanic Knurl. Oh, the enemies. Meh, this works. I may as well heal off of them. The enemies will find their way down. Yep, good. My hand twitched. That was fun. Yep, here they come. Dead. And next. I normally have it on 50. It was slightly lower earlier though. Should be fine overall. I was looking at the soundbar thingy volume readout for the Mii. Because it seems to be going into the yellow quite a bit, but it kind of stays around the yellow, but only like the low end of the yellow. Very rarely into the red and kind of in the green. So it may be worth me turning down my microphone a little bit. It depends though. So if I turn it this way, that might be a louder way. This way is just, I don't know. I shouldn't do that while I'm here. I should really do that in here. Yeah. So if I turn it this way is quieter, I think. And if I turn it this way may be louder. I don't know. I can't really tell by this thingy. So I'm just going to kind of leave it as it was. Well, actually. Yeah, I have no idea. And I also have no idea how that sounded. But, in speaking now, it seems to stay lower than it was. Don't fall off. Transcendence. Hey, look, that solves my problems. I gave myself one reroll. Anyway. It does mean that my active item is now useless, but considering the other one was going to be radar scanner, I think that I'll be fine. So, this may... I don't know. I genuinely can't tell if it's louder or not by looking at the bar. What I need to do one point is make 3 different recordings. And do 1, then another, and then another, and then label them as 1, 2, and 3. 1 being default, 2 being turn it one way, 3 being turn it the other way, and then from that decide. But yeah, Transcendence was a great idea. Because it just completely removes full damage and the healing problem. Though I don't know if shield recharge rate is affected. So that I'll have to find out. But it should be quite obvious, really. So I just thought I'd quickly check thingies. Hi. Oh, because you're here. I have a question. So I'm obviously this loud right now. If I turn it this way, is that louder or quieter? I want to say that's loud, the louder side. Oh. What about all the way? Oh. No, no, that one is the louder side. Yeah, this way. This way is the good side. Yeah, no, that was a mistake. So my gain is all the way down and it sounds about the same. I didn't really have it that high in the first place then. Well then, there's the... when you're in the YouTube autoplay and I come up, there's that mean surprise thing that people talk about. Yeah, I just looked at it and was like, what about this way? And the bar was just red. Anyway, this is Eclipse 5. You start at half health. Half charge area size. 4 damage is doubled and lethal. Enemies move 40% faster, and 5 adds in you heal at half the rate. But I have Transcendence, so... yeah. I don't have to suffer the effects of 1 and 5. My health is unaffected because it's not health, it's shields. Yeah, it goes up to 8. And yeah, that's the entire point. It's the extra difficulty modes. But yeah, this is what I'm doing in game now. I've done everything else. The only way to beat the game in Eclipse is to beat Mithrix. You can't do the Obelisk. Yeah, they are. It's surprising how much it affects. Because initially it was like 40% increased speed. That's not going to be too bad. And then you get certain enemies which, like, you try and shoot and walk away from them, and they are just catching up. Yeah, there are no good sides to Eclipse. Everything is only making it harder for you. That is useful. Oh, and also by having Transcendence, I'm immune to the full damage problem as well. Because with Transcendence, you take 1 point of full damage, like, only. Because it's based on your green health, and obviously the only green health I have is this one little pixel here. How fast does the shield regenerate? Is that affected? Oh, that's not affected. Yeah, Transcendence just completely removes certain effects. It's great. Yeah, no, 40% movement, the 40% movement thing will be horrible on other characters. Commando, it's not awful because you can nume around. Yeah, also, how much health do they... Oh, you can just die, you got bled. How much health do the enemies regenerate? Ow. Oh, that's barely any. Oh. Yeah, the music in Voidfield is still... The music in the game in general is all good. The only one I'm not necessarily a fan of, well, the only ones I'm not necessarily a fan of are the starting level ones and Wetland Aspect. They're not bad, I just don't really care about them. But everything else is good. I jumped into that. No, having increased movement speed for jellyfish is actually quite bad, because obviously they charge at you and... That is a very good drop. Make it. Literally on the edge. You could tell by the way the model moved that I only barely got on the lip. I kind of like went up. Oh, that's fine. Oh, neither of them bled. Also, another thing about the enemies having medkit is because I can make them bleed. When they bleed, the healing is blocked because it's any source of damage. I say that when the enemies here don't exactly have very big health bars. Like that one is just gonna bleed. I would like some form of group area damage thingy. Seems useful. No. Oh, that I got blocked. Got that blocked anyway. Other tougher times. So this is a very good start. Now, I don't know what Eclipse 6 does, and I don't know what Eclipse 7 does. Oh no, I think one of them is you gain less money, which in reality isn't awful. And then Eclipse 8 is damage is permanent. Past a certain threshold, 40% of damage taken, or 4%, one of them. 30%. I don't know. Past a certain threshold of damage taken. This is good. They are getting barely anything useful. Yeah. Damage is permanent to some extent, meaning that your health bar slowly gets cut more and more per level. It resets as soon as you go to the next level. Like, it's not throughout the run. That would be awful. But yeah, if you get hurt too much on a level, when you try and fight the boss, your health bar will be too small to be useful. That kind of punishment. Yeah, like that vulture just regenerated to full health, and I just killed it as quickly as I would have the first time if it did die. Not much of a problem for them to have medkits. Maybe if they were bosses, where the health would actually be quite a bit. But they're not. Also, because I have Razor Wire, anytime I take damage, the wisps around me just die. Their healths aren't big enough to be able to deal with it. Oh yeah, the Bison, I never saw them. I might have seen them, actually. The Bison could be an issue. But then they need to spawn first. And I don't see any. Oh, there's one. And he got stunned. Oh, he'll bleed to death now. But you'll be glad to know that all of my Pringles are gone. I may or may not have ate the second tube before coming on here. A Luna coin! Hooray! Yeah, this is my record for the number of Luna coins I have held. Well, not right now because I spent a few, but earlier I had 30. Yay, ATG! Yeah, they're good. I can eat Pringles quite well. Yeah, no, genuinely, the only things I want to do are replace my active item because I have Transcendence now. I have no use for healing items anymore, and that's a lifesteal. Work out from Beach. I want to get rid of Cautious Slug as well, and maybe Berserker's Pauldron, but that's just because it's the first loop, and first loop isn't necessarily like too amazing. Though I did get it active on the first level a few times. It's nowhere near bad. Oh, and they have ATG as well, except they have 3 of them. Yeah, that's the amount of distance that the Bison can close with their increased movement speed. That doesn't even kill. I need to move my mouse mat. Feels either I'm too far back or the mouse mat is too far. I don't know, that feels better. I felt like I wasn't on it. I hear that, yeah, there. Death. Death. Ooh, more death. Where's that going? Oh, killed it. Yeah, this is why I like doing void fields on like as early as possible. Because while the rewards don't change, it's much easier. But it depends on the run, because sometimes doing it early is a mistake because you just don't have enough items worth going here with. And going later would make more sense because you're overpowered. But then doing it late means that much harder enemies spawn in bigger waves. So it depends. Also, my health bar is already 612 after the first level. That's the power of Transcendence. It also extends your health bar by another 50%. Which is quite powerful. Especially because that means it multiplies every... Yeah, they're one of the more threatening enemies. Yep. So, that's under the assumption that they actually live. Dead. Dead. And whatever I was saying before, I don't remember. About Transcendence, it also increases all health gains in future as well. So by getting Infusion, the increase by 100 to health, by its max potential per singular stack, actually means that you're doing 150s with Infusion. Whee! That's fine. No worse than my internet randomly deciding it doesn't want to exist in stream for 4 streams in a row. Also, void fields are just always loud. I know I say it most times in here, but it is. It's the loudest of all the levels in terms of music. So the only threatening item they have is an ATG missile. And even then, not really. I don't know where, yeah. Well, I've leveled up to the point where the missiles take out the wisps in one hit, which is very nice because they don't level up while I'm in here. Time is frozen, so their levels are locked. Dead. And dead? Yep. I do love the auto-target on the ATGs. It isn't one of those missiles where it hits an enemy, or it misses and then just careens into the wall. If it goes into the wall, it's because it genuinely flew into the wall, rather than just being programmed to stop bothering to find targets. And now I have one of them too. Not quite as useful over in this level. I don't know why I'm going up here when I have a feeling it's actually around the edge. Yeah. But that will be very useful as I go forwards, especially having it this early. That is fine. I can deal with that. Also, I love how the enemies may cloak, but their health bars stay on screen. Oh. Alien head with imps. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Because they have their little blink ability, and obviously having that 25% faster. Well, 25% cooldown reduction. I don't know if that's necessarily a quarter faster. It would be... Ow. I got need this. With Transcendence, so that's useless. At best, I can use it in a printer and make something else. At worst, it's a red. It's not useful to me at all, because my healing is literally pointless right now. Most healing is based off of that tiny little green pixel, so we'll be doing ones. Yeah, the ratio. You remove a quarter of the time. So... in terms of how fast it is, I don't know. My brain is telling me that it's a reciprocal, but I'm also getting told by my brain that it's not. Well, the barrier isn't awful. It's just not the best. When it comes to certain healing items, like, it would be useful. But also, not necessarily so much either. I think I'm trying to work it out backwards. By removing a quarter of the time, you turn it from a 4 to a 3. So by adding on another one of those 3, you turn it into a 4. So you start off with 3/3, and then you end up with 4/3. Boss Sprinter. That's Little Disciple. Depending on what I get on this stage, I might make that. So then... yeah, swapping it around. The original is 75% is the 3/3. That isn't how the numbers work. That is not the thing. I don't know why I'm trying to work this out. I think I'm just saying stuff. What would happen? However much has passed. I like how I said all of that and then my brain went, no, I'm not going to bother working out for you. No, this is stupid. There's an easy way to work it out. If you double the number of people working on a thing, the amount of time taken is halved, meaning that the rate it comes out at is 2. So it happens twice as often. So if you remove a quarter of the work and flip it over. So yes, I was right the first time when my brain was going, I'm not sure. It's happening 4 over 3 as fast. If I am correct. I could easily be wrong. I'm playing a game where you have to focus on shooting things. Not necessarily doing some maths. Especially not maths that I haven't thought about for quite a while. At least not properly. So, S2 and to you. Also, I just realized that my healing drone is now kind of pointless because I bought it for me. And I now don't have a health bar. See, that barrier is going to be useful. Because that barrier is based on killing. And that just missed. Yeah, that's what I mean. It just missed rather than being programmed to fly into a wall after it was done. I don't know if I just walked past the other button or not. Either way, give me another one of these. Ooh, very good. Did I walk past the other button? I don't think I did. Wherever I was when I said that. No. I don't necessarily care about the buttons anyway. So, yeah, everything. I kind of want a Stone Titan or a Beetle Queen. Because if it's a... Well, actually, no. If it's any of them, I'd actually make it into a little disciple. Beetle Queen is useful. Like, the Queen's Gland is useful on the first loop, but yeah, didn't get it. Well, unless I specifically find a scrapper of stuff that I want to keep, I'm not necessarily going to remove the healing items, because there may be a point where I get a cleansing pool and want to remove Transcendence instead. I haven't decided that I'm fully just going to keep Transcendence, but considering the amount of benefits it gives me over having a normal health bar, the only downside is, potentially, it could take longer to heal. Even then, the way it heals is an upside too, because it regenerates far faster. But actually, I think I'll just keep it. It's definitely very weird to have this many Luna coins. I put on the anti-blue light glasses, and I feel like I'm more gaining a headache now that I put them on, rather than when I had them off. Which is weird. Because that's what one of the things they're meant to try and stop. So they could just be slightly too tight. I don't actually. I don't need to go back to school. I've taken them off now. There's a scrapper. I am going to keep the Harvester's Scythe because that's also crit rate. I reached far. Run. Generated. Don't care then. Ooh, I just had a thought. Play Templars with increased movement speed. Oh. That will be good. Yes. Rather just not deal with him. And it's even more meat. I would like to get rid of it. Because by having the Harvester's Scythe, yeah, I'd like to get rid of it even more. Bang. 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 And juice the meat. Did that missile just fly through the ground? Oh, down here. Nothing. Yeah, I think that Aegis could work, but because they are doing nothing. There we go. Loads of money. Stun grenade 2. Add. Grenade or barrier or unknown. Unknown. It's bustling fungus. Hooray. On land. There we go. I didn't even see that one down there. I love watching the missile struggle. Hello. I don't know what they're aiming at, but it's not me. Oh, there we go. Now it's me. Yeah, stand in my circle of fire. Smart enemies like to get cooked. I think if I start making dedicated videos, I would do it in the style of, I play a game, say a thing, and there's a bit of silence and I just jump to the next bit of speech. Because if you do it right, it stays interesting with nice, jumpy flow. If you do it wrong, it's just disjointed and that's all. So obviously I try to not do it wrong. That would just come down to practice. Yeah, sure. I want money, it's loop 1. No reason not to take it. And I was obviously trying to not get hit. It could work. Ooh, yes please. And this. Perfect. And it's even better, there's a ukulele too. Right, the single target damage, the multi-target damage, all coming together. Many more scraps. No. Well, it'll probably be more useful. So, yes, but no, I don't really care about it. Death. 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 Whee! I'm almost tempted to get that incinerator drone, but I know that the entire trek all that way just for one drone just would not be worth it. What was up there? Okay. Anything down here? Boop. 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 I would just like more drones in general, just then the money I used on the healing drone isn't wasted. So, considering how the first stage went, I don't think I really need air. Good. 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 Boss killer. Ooh. Yeah. Barrier. Anything? No. Yeah. So then, moving on. Oh. Okay, fine. Just because something had to die by fire tornado. What's the boss? Strider? Imp Overlord. Okay. It's dead. What do I get? Okay. The game seems to love throwing elite beetles with the Imp Overlord. I don't know if that's necessarily on purpose, but yeah, elite beetle guards seem to love coming out with the Imp Overlord. This is just some weird quirk of how the director's points budget works out. Where for some reason, Imp Overlord just has the perfect amount left over for, yeah, I didn't think of that. Has the perfect amount left over for elite beetle guards. I'm gonna stand up here and wait for them to try and reach me. You're 40% faster and you're an imp. How did that hit you? Hello. Bye. Boop. very fine with this, especially. I have Brittle Crown. Do we have normal? No. No, no. Yeah, stunning brass contraptions doesn't necessarily do anything. Well then, in this case, I believe, yep. I'm correct. Oh, I got, okay. You die. You die. You die. Genesis League. No. Ow. That dies. Anyway, moving on. How expensive is the chest? 4, 6. Yeah, okay. Nope. Where are the There's one over there. Two over there too. Okay. There are quite a few around. And I have Head Stomper. I have the other complete immunity to full damage. Oh, I should get that. Oh, it's a bit more than just immunity to full damage. Death. And to you. That is a Luna coin that will pay for this. I hear the Hermit Crab up there. At least one. For you. Hooks of Heresy. No. I think I'm fine as I am. Could summon some enemies, but I don't think I really need the money. Need his movement speed. That would definitely help. Well, it wasn't the one I was aiming at, but it died. Two of them did. Die. What I want? Not what I want. Actually, I know what I can do. What's around? Still quite a bit. Oh, hello. I don't necessarily care for specifics or even getting everything. I just want to know the rough amounts. But seeing there's a few drones around, that could be useful. Yeah, I know there are still quite a few areas I haven't been to. Death. Missile drone would definitely help. A few, preferably. down the mountain. Okay. Defense while sprinting. I am always sprinting. But it's a quite big defense up. Oh, there's a drone. Another missile drone. For some reason I'm still functioning off of the Void Fields rules, where if an enemy doesn't take damage for a while, it will heal. I don't know. If I go around here, I see that, don't I? Go around here. Kill all of these. Then, once I'm up here, check. That's all I'm really going to be doing. Okay, there's nothing there. Go back. Are these chains solid? Oh, they are. Good. Then go over to here. And then after that, go over here. I actually have a use for my money. Green. Green. The red. It's... yeah, actually, sure. I am playing quite close range right now. I am killing quite a lot. That turret. Yeah. Death. 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 There we go. So then... boop. I go... oh. Okay. I have an idea. I'm able to. Yep, there we go. I didn't do as much as I wanted it to. Problem is, I can't deal enough damage to them. They'll just regenerate their shields. It's funny, because that's exactly what they're trying to do to me. But Ukulele comes in very, very useful sometimes. Bubble. Actually, given the increased movement speed of the enemies, I'm not going to complain. Initially it was, oh, Chrono Bubble, but no, in reality it is probably quite useful. Oh, it's over there. I see it. Them. They'll die. And so will everything here. Yeah, this is why Frost Relic, in my opinion, isn't a bad red. Just not as useful as the rest. Because when there are enemies close range that you can afford to ignore because you can kill them with Frost Relic, it just works quite well. It's like, Coconut's opinion in that regard. It's not the best, but it has a use, and its use is cleanup. Unless you're playing as Mercenary or Loader, then it is genuinely just good. Or accurate to some extent as well. Yeah, Aegis is unfortunate though. Getting Aegis as the first red of a run is not the best. And then... Head Stompers is good. Would be very useful in Eclipse. But the problem is, I have Transcendence. Ready that function. So, yeah, while it's good, its only real added functionality is increased jump height. And yeah, it's increased jump height and the ground slam, which in itself is quite an interesting use. And dead. Oh. Who died? Hello, Magmaworm. Goodbye, Magmaworm. Hello, big ball of metal that I can just turn into a bleed dummy. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that would have hit me. I blocked it. Oops. Level connected. Yes. Okay, and the teleporter is over there, so if I start on the other end and run around, that works. What is that? Teaching seeds. No. I have Transcendence. I have no real reason to use that. If I... There's no launcher to the other side right now. Oh, I guess that one would. Really just depends. This one launches up, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, it's that one that launches the other side. This rate, I might as well. No, I'll take it. How many... Okay. How many shrines a chance? Yep, so start from over here and run around, hopefully having loads of money by the end to play with the shrines of chance. That is not the correct enemy. That is. Bleed to death. There we go. Yeah, I would like more movement speed. It just seems useful. By that I mean I want more movement speed. I'm back. Make me run fast. That's bomb. I will accept. No, they are not what I want. I did not ask for bomb, I asked for movement. Yeah, I didn't think that would reach. It's worth a try. That's parents. Parents are easy. Oh, it's singular. Medkit! Waste of money. Aside from being a scrap. Which isn't really a waste. The way I'm going to do this section is go over to here because I know I'll forget if I don't. Go to the top. No. Go to the underside because it's quite short range. Right, there's not much to travel there. And then go to the top side because while it's about the same length... Oh yeah, that is very short. Also this. I didn't even think of, but that's a very good point, Brain. Would have been good to have thought of that. Ooh, targets. 2 dead. Possibly 3 dead. So, over here is... I'll get the backup just in case. Ooh, another drone. If there is an equipment drone, I will remember the backup is there. I have no idea why I said it like that. I just did. They'll die. If they don't, oh well. Hello, Tart. One of them's dead. Fireworks. Oh. Okay, fine. I'll actually fight the enemies around me. Next, you. And... Boop. This run is going very, very well. I have no threat of death right now. At least I don't feel like it. Probably do. Like, there are probably certain enemies that could appear and then I just die. Good job, Throat. Oh, there is an equipment drone. In that case, then. Not even that far. Yeah, I tried. They'll be fine. They've killed none. Like, genuinely, I don't think they killed a single wisp. And there they all go. At least I have the equipment drone. Act as a sort of carrier for the other drones. Is quite a good combo, because then the attack drones are the ones getting all of the aggro and taking attention away from their spawner. And as they are infinitely spawning, it works very well. It's just not the strongest in terms of damage, but that's fine. Not the point. The point is that it's actually 5 drones in one, where the main central drone isn't even a target, really. And the rest of them as well, by like 6 missile drones. They're doing quite a bit as well. Definitely can't complain about the way my drones are looking. And because it's the first loop, pretty good. The further you go, the more drones drop off. When they were updated, didn't really fix that. It just pushed it back by quite a lot. But it's still an issue that you face when you get drones. After a while, they turn away from being genuinely useful into just sponges. But imagine there is genuinely a point in the game where it's beneficial to give an equipment drone Jade Elephant over anything else. Because at least then, a lot of the time, it'll be in defense. And just act as a massive sponge. Or, yeah, or by giving it thingy, foreign fruit. Just so then it sponges so much more. Or it could just die immediately and that would never ever be useful. There's a... How did I miss that? I think I even looked at it too. So another useful random thing about Frost Relic is that on this stage you'll never be hit by the rocks with it. I know that's more of a side point than a main point, but it's still true. Block rate and more leeching seed. Give me a scrapper, please. I don't think there is one though. You can tell that today I'm actually awake. This works. That wasn't what I was going for, but this works. Bang. Yeah. Ooh. Missile launcher. How does that do? The amount of missiles that just closed in on that one. Yeah, I have a lot of missiles coming out. I can't complain at that. I have been watching different people on YouTube and you can tell. And... Eesh. It's dead. I don't know why that worked, but it did. Yeah, no, I would say I'm at the point where individual missiles are probably better than one big hit. Because while it's less damage overall by a bit, it's much more reliable. And if I absolutely had to, if the equipment drone somehow dies in this fight, I have 2 equipment, so I can choose one to keep and one to give. And I also have a fuel cell, which is only ever used. I know that in terms of potential, like the missiles not guaranteeing a fire tornado and not guaranteeing thingies is worse in proportion. I think it's mean more missiles when compared to Royal Capacitor. Aside from that, I'd say that the benefits do outweigh the downside. Because it's also multi-target. A lot of missiles go into that enemy. Yep, and there goes the self bar once mine hit. Missile launcher is becoming one of my favorites to use. My favorite active item in general is still Forgive Me Please. But my favorite one to use... No, my favorite active item, like just by concept, is Forgive Me Please. My favorite one to use is the missile launcher. Just for that reason. My finger twitched. I wasn't even looking at the screen and I just jump. Funny. Hell, how much I've played this stage. A lot less than the rest. Well, maybe not less than Sundered Grove. And then, of course, going off of this, there's these enemies. Which I should be fine against. Keyword is should. At worst, I can just bleed them to death. My attack rate is that high. Yeah, I'll be fine. Not my highest attack rate coming into stage 5 on Eclipse. Like damage rate. But it's not awful. One up there, one there, one there. I think that's one of each. Yeah, not my highest damage in general coming into stage... Did I say stage 4? 6. But I'll be fine overall. Good. For a second I thought they were just going straight into the wall. Yeah, all of this healing coming out, all of these individual ticks of 1s and 4s, and that's what Aegis is doing. Because it's taking it as less than 1, because a lot of them probably are less than 1. And 2s. Yep, Time to die. Left index finger feels weird. Like I need to click it when I don't think I do. No, you target me. I'm the one that can live after this. Now you're dead because of it. Hey, you again. You target me. Try the bomb. Is one done? I'd rather avoid Pillars of Soul. Though they're not necessarily the worst. I can't really jump with this, can I? Imagine these enemies with a little bit of health regeneration. Leave them for long enough and they just regenerate that gigantic health bar. It still could be worse though. I could have it. Okay, good. That was the strike drones going down. I just saw drone deaths partway down my my list. But no, it's fine. It was the drones that were replacing the other drones, extending the list. Did I find the lockbox on the previous stage, or was that? That's a good question. What's the keys from the previous stage? Well, the second one definitely was. I can see it in my chat log. Can't scroll. Died. No, no. Oh. I think these first pillars. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to... Yeah. Kind of. Nope. Down. Nope. Okay, fine, you get to die now. Wasn't what I was going for, but this works. Yep, these are definitely the worst of the pillars. No. That's done now. Okay. Anyway. Strike drone deaths. How many pillars of blood? That's fine, that's all I need. Boop. Definitely is very high damage. I only need one focus crystal. Yeah, it's fine. Are you perfected? You are not. You're also dead now. Why a big health bar? For 1,300 max because of Transcendence. Even then, remove 2/3. That's still almost 900. That's decent for the end of the first loop. I can make that. See? Oh yeah, I can make that. See? So then, they're gonna hit the ceiling? Oh, some of them might have. And they all missed. Where even is he? There he is. Bleed even more. That was a quick reaction. I don't know if that was my missile or not. I don't care. That was slow. But it worked. Only because it blocked. I knew it was going to do something, I just wasn't sure what it was. Leads on. And continue killing. 42 bleeds, that's not bad. I think he just killed. Oh no, they are just dying. Don't jump. You're gonna jump. I know you're gonna jump. Unless I can. Oh. I knew he was. Phase 2. Going into phase 2. Oh, they're unstunnable. Where are these going? At you, and then at you. Nope, you're the focus now. It got out. Now you're the they both got out. I have no idea who those bomb shots were going for, but sure. Well, have fun stuck in there. That. And that. There we go. I'm gonna have fun. Meow. Yeah, that does barely anything to Mithrax. Never has. Time to die. That. I don't know if I would have had another jump for that, but I thought I'd be safe, so I didn't try. Okay, this is where the drones die. Oh, none of them died specifically. They got quite low health, so the next one might do it. No. I don't know if I used a double jump or... Ooh. Or my shift. I press them both. Oh. Nope. Actually. That's up. Okay. Coming close. Please, no to killing certain drones. Oh, he took out quite a few. If I can quickly get off. No, there's no point. I'll just go hide. Okay, have this. He has Transcendence now anyway. I got Bleeds, which is fine. Run. Yeah, at worst, I just need to wait for the missiles to keep coming up. Okay, now I have Transcendence. Good. I now have missiles. They will speed it up. Yeah, now he's losing all the items. There we go. I win. Obviously, I still need to escape, but I win. Portals? Yeah, sure, that one. Eh. Nope. Okay, fine. How do I keep going for that one? It's obviously not the correct one. Yeah, that is Eclipse 5 done. Unless I somehow die here. If I remember correctly, all you need to finish the game is 40 seconds. I should be fine. Quite easy. How many bleeds do you want? Don't yield. I think I was 41. F. Just keep firing. Getting a bit higher. 50? 51 by the end. Yep, I win. I'm confused. Going to Discord on my desktop, I have a message. On my desktop, don't. Oh, it's there. Meow. Enemy gold drops minus 20%. I thought it was like minus 40%. That's not that bad. I can do another run. In it. Thing is, though, when it comes to Eclipse, I can guarantee that I'll get to Eclipse 8, I'll finish it, move on to the next character, which I'm just going to go in order. And then, by the end of it, when I go back to Eclipse 1, it'll be, this is just... So, the condition now to add on is enemies drop less gold. Oh no. I have to kill another quarter as many enemies again. Yes, I did work it out right earlier, I believe. Oh, they drop... Respawn wisps drop nothing. They jump so low. Also, a new record for number of lunar coins held at once. That'll keep happening. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Oh, yes. Give me heal. That's... Yeah, sure. Definitely not going to complain. Quick glasses, yes please. Enough. I would like a healing item of some kind. That's really all it is just managing how much you get hit. Which is interesting, because that is the direction this is going. It's training you to not take damage for Eclipse 8, where you really should not take damage. It makes sense, and that's why they do it that way. Okay, then this, and then... Okay, 1.1 times damage up. Why Transcendence is so powerful. If it comes up, I will take it, but if it doesn't necessarily come up as a focus, then I won't necessarily take it. I won't go out of my way to make sure I have it. Yeah, sure. No? Where is the other one? There you are. Drone, you were in the way. You're an idiot. Movement speed up. Perfect. Or it is not down there. It must be up. Ow. Shrines of Blood, where I want health but also want money. But I think... Yeah, money comes first. I can buy another 2 chests. 3, actually. Uh-oh. Money killed me. If I get hit, especially by a blazing one, I am just dead. Oh, I'm fine. That was a mistake. I lived it, but it was a mistake. I would like this to have some kind of regeneration item. Doesn't matter what kind, just any. Yes. Yes, that is very useful. I'm not going to sit around the Shrines of Blood. That is even better. I want to go into this with high health. So, I am feeling the reduced money. Not by too much, but it is there. Is interesting. Stone Titan, perfect. Give me thingy. I don't have leads, do I? No. So, death to you. Go. Max Quail, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about Monster Tooth. Oh. Hello. Pow pow. Like a peep. The corpse was where the beetle was spawning, then maybe that would have worked, but it didn't. Oh well. The directional sound is great. I heard exactly where they were spawning. Ow. Yeah, Brittle Crown seems like it would be very good. Eclipse is interesting. It takes all of these items that otherwise aren't amazing, but are just useful, and turns them from just useful to very useful. The difference is in how it works. Jellyfish. Here's a big chest. Do I see this? For you. Equipment. Kind. Effigy of Grief. Interesting choice. Do I think the Effigy of Grief is necessarily an amazing item? No. Could it prove useful? Definitely. But it's nowhere near amazing. I'm only keeping it because I don't have anything else. As soon as I get any other active item, it's going. But if it happens to be useful by the time I dump it, then sure. How much are they? 66, so I can get these two. It's a ukulele. That's a guillotine. Both very useful. I would like... Yeah, I just want a bit of everything. Like all of it. Hopefully there's a cleansing pool, because then I don't have to dump the... I don't have to dump the Effigy of Grief, I can convert it. That would be useful. Like more money though. Know that there's Lensmaker's glasses in a multi-shop somewhere too. Be good. Oh, things like Gore's Tome. That would go from kind of useful to actually quite useful. Actually. Maybe it would be worth using the Shrine of Blood again. course. When I actually go to use it, that is when the enemies spawn. Yes. There, you. Give bubble. And then you. Okay. I have a decent amount of money now. Get this chest. Which... yeah, maybe. Crimes of Blood are quite powerful right now. So, I'm not going to use the 93, but I am going to go over here and use this one's 50%. Just because then... health extension, sure. If I picked that before, I could have gotten a slightly bigger amount of money, but that's fine. There is an elite here. Elites must die. The further in I'm going, the more I'm noticing that I'm becoming careful and not necessarily more planned, but thinking about what I'm doing more and more, though the difference in challenge isn't actually that much bigger than the level before. Oh. That was just reaction time. Armor, very useful. Beard. Where is the multi-shop that had Lensmate's glasses? Or was that the multi-shop and it actually wasn't? I don't know now. Getting... I don't know. Anyway. Moving onwards. Okay, bye Lucy. Bring it. Probably because I didn't shortcut more. There is this, and there is that too. And over here. And what else? That's an ice band. Same issue as the fire band, but it will be useful at some point. Ow. It's the healing one that really throws it like, into much more of a challenge, though. The half healing. Just makes it that little bit harder. You sure? I might have been. Never mind. Take his glasses from where I was. I don't think I fully went into any... Okay. So, from this, wherever the boss spawns, I shall put an effigy of grief on it. Now has a general everything down. And I should really try to avoid staying near it. Oh, yeah, too. Just for the enemies that spawn nearby. I feel like... yeah, I have one. I know that's not necessarily the best idea because there's the teleporter entrance there, but all the enemies will be dead by the time I use it. It'll be fine. How much damage do they take? Enemy in there now. They're taking, yeah, they're taking 34s here, but on the inside they're taking 39s. It is definitely a defense down. I thought it was. I think it's just the same debuff that Perfected gives you. There we go. I was mostly right. They weren't all... Hooray! 20 point delta. My mouse did a thing. I see a place to scrap. The only thing I would really want to scrap is the health extension. I might as well. You... No. Can't plant it on an enemy in midair. As funny as that would be, have a big, debilitating rock sticking out of his face. Oh, you die, and you. You. Well, I killed a boss with Effigy of Grief. I would say I got my money's worth. Being 1 coin. Wasn't exactly expensive. Do I go up there? I don't really care for the time. Not really worried about the fall. I have a way to cancel full damage, it's fine. So how expensive are the chests? Be a great question to ask if the game would give me any. Oh, here's one. 147, so I can open 4. Okay, or this. No. Yes. No. Are you a free spawn? I don't think so. Dead. Yeah, I thought there were some overloadings here. I don't know where my healing drone is. I think because of that, a chance to block would be a good idea. 271, no. Not with a reduced money making. More meat. Put it back in the juicer. Is there anything around here? Oh, there's a shrine of blood. And a big chest I can't open. It's a said shrine. Okay. Give me money. Razor wire, sure. Yep, there you go. Have fun with that. Effigy of Grief isn't awful. It's just so not useful. The amount of utility it has is very, very low. Oh, a Luna coin. I have no attack speed ups and no bleeds. But all of my shots are just ping, and that's it. Monster 2 seems to work best with a group of enemies. Makes sense. How expensive to do? No. Especially because he'll spawn at half health every stage and usually gets stuck on Abyssal Depths anyway. Yes. As stupid as it sounds, yes. I actually have a heal rate now. Even if it's only 3s and what, this will be 5s? 4s. Must be 1.5 increases then. Imagine, maybe. No, I actually have a way to heal. Magic. And this is where I started. Normally I get rid of the Bustling Fungus as soon as possible, but right now it's actually saving me. That's an odd thought. Well then. Boss. Magma Worm, I'll put it there. I'll have to imagine that it will go through the area. Yeah, that's a good idea. Set me on fire. The person with razor wire. Yeah. You know what would be good? Ow. Yeah, that. That's what would be good. That's a bit of a damage up. Yeah, the health increase isn't amazing, but it is there. No, they are definitely out-damaging my ability to heal. Annoying. Maybe I get this just for the distraction factor. Because it's not going to do a lot of damage. Not at all. Go. Siren's Call. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I see you're coming, Elder Lemurian, and I don't like that. Okay, no, time to change targets. Elder Lemurian it is. Major problem, of course, being that 1, that can break free, and 2, you are not dead. Now it is. That missed. Fortunate. I know what other enemies are around, but fine, it's almost dead, and it's a big threat when it's almost dead. It's interesting considering dead context. Anyway, I hear a second one. There it is. I would rather not rely on Give Grief again. But if I have to, I have to. Oh, in this state, there we go. Be good. There we go. Get rid of the jellyfish. Door's toe! Ooh. My money making is fine. I need the damage, I think. I can kill. I just need to be able to kill more. But there is an equipment run on this stage, which is very good to know. See you, missile drone. Too expensive. Yep. But I don't really need the Will-O-Wisp when I have how many things? 2. It's also literally the first time I got 2. Don't. Oh, that wasn't. Oh no, there are eggs here. Yeah, before I fight the Ally Worship unit, I think it would be a very good idea if I took out that Wandering Vagrant. Good, good. Healing and damage, 2 things lacking. Thing is, depending on what dies. Come on. No. Oh, I took out the healing drone. How did it die? Oh, it's there. That's a good place. Yep, I know. This will be fine. I've killed bigger with less. Oh, probably the same enemy with less. Doesn't necessarily mean it's worth the time, though. That could even be worth it to put an Effigy of Grief on the tower. Maybe. I'd have to go get the Effigy, wait for it to recharge, come back. Well, I don't necessarily have to come back. Don't know. Do it. 3, 2, 1. Brief there. You are fight the enemy. I am gonna run to the other side. Well, yeah, having them all trapped in there is only a good thing. I use Razor Wire on me, see how that works. But I'm basically just trying to keep the boss in the area of effect. Any extra damage is useful. That's an elite, is it? No. Ow. Oh, anyway, it's dead. Ow. That was a mistake. This red better be worth it. Yeah, I'm currently risking quite a bit doing this. They all died. Good. That is dead. Next, back to you. Ow. That was stupid. Go. Next, drag you back into the area. Good. I think they all just died because of the enemies spawning inside each other. No, stay in the area. There we go. Oh, I came out again. Hey, come back into the area of effect. Ain't it good? This fight is taking a while. That's the only problem. And if it's not worth it, then it's a massive waste of time. But the chances of it being worth it or good enough over not worth it are actually quite high. I think it'll be fine. Effigy of Grief has been surprisingly useful, but that's only because I feel underpowered where I should be. This is another gamble. What do I get? Yeah, that's fine. That deals with my damage problem. Still like some attack speed though, because I feel quite slow, like attack rate wise. But in terms of damage, a 60% damage up for that amount of time used, I'm fine with. Now, because of the amount of time I did use on that, I think it would be a good idea if I clear the rest of the stage now. Infusion, Chronobauble, Max Quail. Infusion because I want the health bar. And then, yeah, sure. The drone as another distraction. I may get the other one if I see it again. I don't remember where it is. Oh. That is an unopened chest. With Bustling Fungus in it. That's fine. That's an equipment drone I don't want. I have nothing to give it. If only there were timestamps in-game catalog. That would be nice. Oh, there's nothing. Well, how to go down? Yeah? I don't actually know where the teleporter is. Right there. Oh, that's right, and it's going to be Shrine of the Mountain. No. Movement speed up is only ever nice. At least I don't have Brittle Crown. There we go. Even that tiny amount of attack speed up, that just feels nice. Yeah, the area damage from Brilliant Behemoth is helping a lot. Playing at that. And just the general damage up of Brilliant Behemoth as well. It's just useful. Do I have any scrap? No. The scrapper? No. Sure. Boss time. The Magma Worm. It's a 3-4 Magma Worms. Did the missiles all just decide to go into the ground? Oh, is that a cleansing pool? Oh, it is. I might get Effigy of Grief in there then. Assuming I live. That's my current problem. Oh, that's not dead. my drone's almost off. There we go. Missiles, just deal with everything nearby. So I heal 8s, that's fine. That's a decent amount for what I have. Yeah, I'll put the Effigy of Grief into the cleansing pool, hopefully getting a Radiant Pearl. Even then, a boss item of any kind is not. Hey, remember... I'm assuming that if anyone ever decides to watch all of these, that they'll just see them all rather than this one, probably. But remembering back to... before, when I was kind of not playing the game enough to stay good at it. I am good at this game, considering that I have done several Eclipse runs, which is Monsoon but harder. All different levels, but I've only ever failed a level of Monsoon Eclipse. Maybe twice at most, and even then, several of them I did first try. Oh no, actually it was the first one where I just kind of played badly. Either way. That's a regular bow. Reese is... I... 10 past. Yes, I'm gonna go straight to stage 6. I'm gonna drink. I see them. I also see that Lunapod. What is it? No. Yeah, no, 40% increased movement speed to those kinds of other Lemurians. I would rather not. How many other Lemurians, game? How many do you need to throw at me? I understand this is Eclipse 6. But... there's... oh, uh-oh. I'll be fine. You know, I understand it's Eclipse 6, but I have... like, several other Lemurians, a flaming one, which I think also fell down, is my actual current target, a boss, and a brass contraption. All of which spawned at the beginning of the stage. I think I just said the word beginning. Okay, next. Okay, that's the 2 major threats dead. Yes, I just did that. That was a overloading worm. I would have died. And no, I'm not taking Defiant Gouge unless there's another cleansing pool on this stage. But I doubt it. Especially considering there's a massive chunk of the stage missing. Next. I didn't mean enemy next, I meant moving on to the next thing. If you can't tell, I'm enjoying Eclipse mode a lot. It is kind of challenge in a game that I like. It's unfair in all the right ways, because it's fair. Well, that's a stupid sentence. It's unfair in all the right ways in that it's unnecessary, but it's fair in that if you get hit, it's your fault. Similar to things like Dark Soul. Obviously, nowhere near as intense, and also I have never played Dark Souls. Which is a shame, because I would like them if I did. So one day I will. Anyway, moving down. Yep, I have the power for a single target. I think I can take on the final boss. Good. Healing drone. Yes, please. Because this time, I don't have Transcendence to save me. What I do have is a decent amount of single target damage that branches out into some group damage. Which in the final boss is actually what I'm going to say I prefer over a mass amount of group damage that then translates into no final boss damage. I don't have fireworks. I thought I did. I would like a 57 leaf clover. I just think the amount of fireballs coming out would be funny. Next, it's over here. If I open this, and don't throw the items off the stage, please, game. Shouldn't. Oof, very close though. And then over here. Deathmark. I was tempted by Gold's Tome, but I don't think I You died. There we go. That will only be useful. Alive. Then next we go up here to, hopefully, a decent set of items. More regeneration, I can never complain. If I could, I would change all of my Bustling Fungus into regeneration. But unfortunately, the only printer I've seen so far is a Fungus printer. And no Scrapper. The main crime. Well, there's the final boss. Rhea. Was there not? Okay. For some reason, I thought that there was... That would be useful. I don't have much of a critical hit rate. Only 16%. Yeah, I only have the one glasses and no predatory instincts. Yeah, less than 20%. But that is a 16% of all damage done. Resulting in healing. Also, I now have 2 ATGs. And 3 ice bands. So whatever gets hit by an ATG, the first missile will get quite a lot of damage. No, that would be a terrible idea. Yeah, it pretty much just means an execution for whatever gets hit by it, as long as it's off cooldown. Sad drop. No. For some reason I thought I heard the item drop sound. Be good. That, yeah, sure. Shrine of the Mountain. The nice final teleporter event. To hopefully get decent items. If I were to get any boss item from this stage, I think I would actually prefer Empathy Cores. Because while Planula is good, it's only good if you have a stats effect on you, to where you can use it to heal, where I don't. And also, healing is halved, so its useless is halved. This shall be useful. Try that now. Boss. Okay. So Charge Perforator is another very good option. That's one of my healing drones dead. I have no idea where it died. Just that it did. Ow, I just sat on that. I don't care how long this takes. If I have to run away to kill this worm, I'm running away to kill this worm. Oh, it died just outside the area, that's fine. No game, I would not like to meet the worm. But I would like to run away from the worm. Did it just heal? Or did the enemies level up? I think the enemies might have leveled up. I think I saw its health bar go up. Did I just heal and then waste all of it? Maybe. That may have been what just happened. Oh, it's fine anyway, because... What are these up here? Oh, the lockbox. The drone. Oh, the gunner turret is the intended target of the worm. Run. Do not get stuck. This run is weirdly a struggle. Leveled up again. And again, when I said about the, No. Where is it? There. I can feel, yeah, coming out. His health bar hasn't really gone down in a while because it keeps leveling up. Run. I only did one Shrine of the Mountain. That's the funny thing. But it is going down in health, at least. And I'm dead. Oh well. I did one, failed on the other by the overloading one. At least if I had to die to any boss, it'd be that one. Well, with that, I am going to end because I don't feel like fit. Well, I say feel like I probably wouldn't fit in 4-9. That was actually quite fun. But the second one was unfortunate. Really, I kind of hoped that the items would have been swapped around, so the second one got the items that the first one had because I did it. So, considering how hard the overloading worm actually is, and yeah, the Alloy Worship unit wasn't 100% worth it. It could have been done differently, but it wasn't awful. Yeah, with that, I